Hey everyone, welcome back. SpaceX is getting ready for the third orbital test flight of its Starship, marking a significant step forward in space exploration. The Starship Super Heavy system is not just any rocket, it's the world's first fully reusable launch system and the mightiest rocket ever built. This rocket holds the key to SpaceX's grand vision of revolutionizing satellite internet, ferrying crews and supplies to the moon, and ultimately establishing human colonies on Mars. After a series of rigorous tests and design refinements, orbital test flights commenced last April from SpaceX's launch site near Boca Chica, Texas. Although the initial two flights encountered setbacks, including the loss of the vehicles, the second flight did manage to propel the Starship prototype into orbit. As per a recent announcement from SpaceX, Flight Test 3, FT3, could take place on Thursday, March 14th, subject to approval from the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA. The event will be streamed live on SpaceX's website and its official Twitter account. During the maiden flight test, prototypes SN24 and BN7 successfully lifted off, but encountered an issue with separation, leading to an uncontrolled descent. The subsequent investigation prompted upgrades to the launch pad and preparations for the second attempt. The second flight, conducted in November, witnessed prototypes SN25 and BN9 reaching higher altitudes but still faced challenges. Despite this, SpaceX sees each flight as a learning opportunity, feeding into their rapid development approach. The upcoming third flight aims to build upon lessons learned, with objectives including successful stage separation, a booster flip maneuver, propulsive landing, payload deployment, and a propellant transfer demonstration. It also marks the first ever attempt to relight a Raptor engine in space. Illustrations by space artist Tony Bila, in collaboration with Bill Lunar Caveman, provide a detailed overview of Flight Test 3's stages and objectives. This flight represents another stride towards realizing SpaceX's ambitious goals in space exploration. And other hand, Blue Origin is gearing up to send its inaugural Blue Moon lunar lander, a precursor to a future model aimed to carry astronauts to the moon by 2025. During an interview on the CBS News show 60 Minutes aired on March 3rd, John Coulouris, Blue Origin's Senior Vice President for Lunar Permanence, revealed plans to launch the first Mark 1-inch version of the Blue Moon lander within the next 12 to 16 months. This lander is set to touch down on the lunar surface between 12 to 16 months from now, Coulouris mentioned, gesturing toward a full-scale model of the lander in the background. That's the target our team is working towards. The Mark 1 lander serves as a cargo vehicle and serves as a technology testbed. Blue Origin unveiled the model back in October and announced intentions to launch its initial Mark 1 lander, dubbed MK1SN001, on a Pathfinder mission aimed at validating key technologies such as the BE7 engine. The MK1SN001 mission will validate essential systems including the BE7 engine, cryogenic fluid power, propulsion systems, avionics, continuous downlink communications, and precision landing, the company stated previously, without specifying a launch date. Blue Origin plans to conduct at least 2 missions using the Blue Moon Mark 1 lander, as it continues development of the Mark 2 variant intended for crewed missions, securing a $3.4 billion NASA contract in May 2023 as part of the Human Landing System (HLS) program. Blue Origin aims to deploy the Mark 2 lander for the Artemis 5 mission around the end of the decade. An unmanned test flight of the Mark 2 lander will precede this mission. Jacqueline Cortez, Blue Origin's Senior Director of Civil Space, mentioned during a panel discussion at the FAA Commercial Space Transportation Conference on February 21st that the company is self-funding 2 missions using the smaller Blue Moon Mark 1 lander. These missions are vital precursors for the HLS missions, focusing on testing the engine, landing sensors, and other technologies. Cortese expressed confidence in the progress of both Mark 1 missions, stating that all necessary procurements are in place, but refrained from disclosing specific schedules. You may see these missions happening sooner than expected.